I think it's a classic rivalry. It really wouldn't matter what your record is, whether you hadn't won a game yet this year and the other team had won them all. Anytime Sidney FM are playing, it's a rivalry game, and I think that you're going to get your best effort out of these kids. They know each other, they hang out with each other, and it's all about pride. They're trying to outdo each other, and I think that's what makes for great basketball. We're only 12 miles apart, geographically, and I think that our kids know their kids really well, and so all of that comes into this, and I think that's why every time we play, it's just quite a battle.
Such big shots on both sides. I think 55-50, I think you took a timeout, and then Parker hit a big three out of that. What was kind of your message there after Sidney had went up by 5?
Quit turning the ball over was my only message. I didn't say anything about shooting. I said that every time that we're starting to drive down the lane, we're losing possession of the ball just because of the fact we're not taking care of it. We need to space the floor better so that as we drive, then we can't get triple teamed going through the lane. And if we are going to get triple teamed, then we need to stop, pivot, and get that thing out to a shooter on the outside. So that was my biggest message to him at that timeout. First of all, just calm yourself, get yourself mentally ready to finish this thing out. We're in a good position. You just got to stay within your concepts and then work from there.
I think you guys got it up to 6, and then they got 4 in a row real quick, and then there was less than a minute left, and I kind of said, FM doesn't really have to shoot here, and as I said that, McKenzie put up a 3 and drained it. What was your thoughts throughout that possession?
It's one of those you say, no, yeah, that's the one we wanted right there. It's a coach's thing. You wouldn't want him to shoot that, but if it goes in, it's great. If not, you go, well, at least he's brave. He took the shot that he knew that it was open, knocked it down, and that's what makes winners.
Big battle with Nottoway Valley on Saturday. They are very used to that type of game, and they've got a stud in Jackson Lamb. How much have you seen from them this year? What do you know about them?
We haven't seen anything from them except for what's on Quick Stats. I did have a guy up there tonight that was filming the game for us, so the first chance we'll get to look at them will be tomorrow night at practice. So from what I understand, they are solid top to bottom, and Jackson Lamb is scoring 25 or something like that a game. I mean, he just must be an awesome player.
Coach, thanks. Congrats on an exciting win tonight, and we'll see you down the road.
Thank you.
Yeah, we kind of did because they had 2 big players. Coates is a great shooter, great driver, and the freshman, the Rodriguez boy, he was really good. And we knew that it was going to be a struggle coming in because they're 2 good players.
You guys were up by 11 at one point early on, and they eventually were up by 5 in the fourth quarter. What was kind of going through your mind there, knowing you'd blown the lead and now you're down by a couple possessions?
I was just thinking we got to stay with them, and we'll fight back at the end.
Tell me about that possession there where you guys were up 2. It was you're up 6 and they scored 4 really fast, and then you come down. There's about a minute left. Didn't really have to shoot. Maybe could have taken the air out of the ball, and maybe Sidney would have had to foul. But you drive, you kick to McKenzie. What's going through your head when you see him shooting there?
Well, through practice we're always talking about being smart, and we were up, so I was like hoping he wouldn't shoot. But when he does, when it goes in, you get really excited. So that was good.
A lot of different guys in double digits tonight. What does it say about your team, just the balance you guys have? It's pretty tough to defend you guys.
Yeah, that's just it. We're tough to defend because, if you guard one guy, we'll go kick it to another guy, and he's going to shoot the 3, or kick it to one guy, and then he's going to drive. So it's really spread out, I think.
1 game away from state. At the beginning of the year, did you imagine this? Was this kind of what you guys expected from your team?
Not really, but, since it's here, it's really great and exciting.
Well, congrats, Sam, and good luck on Saturday.
Thank you.
Oh, it was very fun. They put up some great competition. It was a tough battle.
Tell me about your big 3. We were kind of talking about it before we were talking here, and you kind of didn't remember at what point it was, and then you kind of didn't even remember if you made a shot or not. But do you remember? What do you remember about that?
Sam was just driving it, and I just popped out to the 3, and he passed it to me.
And you knocked it down. At the beginning of the season, you're a pretty young group. You were, 3rd in the corner conference last year, and the top 2 teams were returning a lot of players. Did you guys expect that you would be in a situation like this, 1 game away from state?
Yeah, because we had a lot of talent coming up through, and last year we lost only 2 seniors, and that was it.
Tell me about being 1 game from state.
Oh, I'm excited. I hope we go.
Tell me also about losing your jersey. What the heck happened?
I have no idea. I took it off in the locker room and just disappeared.
What's the number 30? You like the number 30?
It's all right. It's no 24.
Thanks a lot, Parker.
Thank you.